Lord. He gives me everything I need and so much more. So I just want to lift my hands and say that I love him. I just want to lift my heart in praise. And I want to be thankful. I want to be grateful. I want to remember everything that the Lord has done. I want to be thankful. I want to be grateful. I want to be. I like to think about the goodness of the Lord. He gives me everything I need and so much more. So I just want to lift my hands and say that I love him. I just want to lift my heart in praise. And I want to be faithful. I want to be faithful. I want to remember everything that the Lord has done. I want to be grateful. 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 I want to remember everything that the Lord has done. I want to be grateful. I want to be grateful. I want to be. 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 I want to be.
Kids, how are you doing this week? Did you have a good Thanksgiving? Man, I don't know what it is, but I just can't get turkey off my mind right now. All those leftovers I had and stuff like that. Hey, any of you guys have any leftovers? If you do, bring them by my place. I don't mind. We're living out in Tilbury, actually. If you get to the lights coming from Chatham, take a left and... No, you know what? Let's get back to the children's message for today. We are going to be talking a little bit about leftovers and Thanksgiving, but let's just get back into it just a minute here. So as I mentioned, we were talking about Thanksgiving and things that we were thankful for, but now we're going to be talking about that giving part of it. We already gave thanks for a lot of things that God gave to us, and now we're going to be talking about giving to others, and especially giving to people who are more in need than ourselves, so the poor and other people like that. Now this week, the message from Pastor Mike is going to be talking about giving to the poor specifically, and we're going to hear a part of the Bible that talks about that. You see, in the Old Testament, way back when, farmers would grow food in their fields like we still do today. And God told those farmers to have some of what they had set aside for the poor, some of the stuff that fell to the ground when they were harvesting and other things like that. People would come who didn't have as much as the farmers did, and they would come and pick that up, and that would be their food. That would get them through. But you know what? There's times when God calls us to do something like that too, to help out with the poor out of the abundance he's given to us. And there are other times when God actually calls us to do more than just what we have left over or what's extra for us. In fact, God often calls us to give everything we have, not just the leftovers. So let me give you an example here. And I have an apple here, right here. I have an apple. Now, if I was to say, I'd like to share this apple with you, that'd be pretty good, right? Everybody likes apples. So I will cut off a piece here, and make sure you try this at home with the parent around and let them cut the apple for you with the knife. So be careful, okay? So if I cut some of this apple off, if I said, here, you can have this piece of the apple, and I cut some off first, that'd be pretty good, wouldn't it? But what if I said, I'll give you some of my apple, and then whatever's left over, you'll get. So let's see what that would look like. Let's see what I have left here now. It's about this much of the apple left. And you can see there's this much of the apple left over here. So if you look at the two, pretty similar amount left over. But would you rather have this piece of apple that I cut off first? Or would you rather have this piece of apple with the bite marks and everything left over? You see, sometimes God calls us to give to Him first because He really wants our best, not just whatever's left over. And we can apply that as well to sometimes when we're giving to other people. You think about me giving you that piece of apple. You'd rather have the piece that was taken off first, not last, right? Even if you were hungry, you would take the second part. If you were really hungry, you'd take that apple after I'd bitten out of it, but you really want the other piece that would be cut off first. That'd be a lot nicer, wouldn't it? So what we're talking about is more than just apples, though. So we're talking about helping people who are poor. And what we can do, well, we might not have a whole lot. I mean, a lot of you are just kids, right? What do you guys have to contribute? Maybe you could think about sponsoring a child as a family, or you could take some of the clothes you don't wear anymore and you could give it to a thrift store that gives back to the community. Or maybe you could go with your parents on a little shopping trip for some food at the grocery store, and instead of just picking out things to donate to give away to other people that you don't really like, how about you buy 2 of everything you do like? Let's say you really like one cereal. Get 2 of it. Give 1 of those away. If you like something, especially food and stuff, if you're giving to a food bank, you can bet that other people like it too. So we should really think about giving our best and not just what's left over. Now, your parents might have some other ideas as well, so make sure you ask them about how you can help other people, poor people specifically, but really anyone in your life who needs help right now. So that's my challenge to you guys this week, is to find someone who can use your help or can use God's help, and pray for them. Give them something that they need and really try to make a difference in their lives. With God's help, you can do great things.
Thank you for Kids Talk.